USA. Good morning, Angela.
Oh, I thought Charlamagne would be on.
No, he's running late.
Oh.
He's running late. He's out of town and he's running late.
Okay.
Well, good morning, Angela Yee.
Hey, good morning, DJ Envy.
Charlamagne the God is not here, and it's Thursday!
Yes, and what a Thursday.
What a Thursday. Now, last night, I was running around to different high schools. That sounded crazy, right?
Oh, look at you. All right. This is not the time for this.
That sounded crazy.
Envy.
Actually, my son was looking at different high schools, so I was taking him to a bunch of different open houses.
I don't know why I thought he was already in high school.
No, the school that he goes to now is an 8th grade that's connected to a high school, so it's kind of like it's 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, so it's all together. So
why doesn't he go there?
He might go there. It depends. He plays sports, so for him it's education, and it's also how the teams are doing and how he would fit on that team. So he's just weighing his options. Weighing his options. So that's what I was running around doing yesterday. What you do yesterday? Anything?
What did I do yesterday? I was at Dumbo House, Soho House in Brooklyn, and that's really all I did.
What is Dumbo House for people that don't know?
It's like a lounge restaurant type of place. It's in Brooklyn. It's kind of new. I guess it's only been there maybe like a little over a year.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I did yesterday. And I've been cleaning my house and trying to get rid of I have all these clothes I'm trying to get rid of.
I was trying to do the same thing. I have a lot of sneakers and a lot of clothes, and I've been trying to figure out what organization I should give it to.
So what I do is, for some of the stuff that I know my friends can use and certain people, I try to be like, okay, this is nice because I've never worn this. And the rest of the stuff I donate.
Right.
So I know some of my friends are like, oh, I need this, I need that. I would love to have one of those events where we all bring stuff that's like good, in good condition, and then we swap. Girls today, we have these swap parties.
Okay.
But whatever.
I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about, I wanted to, some of the stuff is really fly. I just don't wear it anymore. It just, maybe it just doesn't fit me anymore, or it's not really not in style. But there's a lot of kids and a lot of high school students that I think can really use it and be fly in their school, whether it's a pair of Jordans or a pair of Pharrells or some Bape or some Balmain jeans. But I think students will be able to wear it better than if I just give it to the Salvation Army. I think they'll get a better use out of it.
What is that you're wearing today? Is that a reindeer?
This is not a reindeer. I thought it was a deer, but it's a what am I thought it told me it was? I don't remember. I don't know. But
you don't even know what you're wearing?
No, Touré. You know the stylist Touré that made Charlamagne's jean jacket like 10 years ago? I found it in my closet. This is like 10 years old. And I found it. I was like, I'm going to wear it. I don't know if it's a reindeer or if it's a what is it?
It's a deer in headlights.
What? A gazelle? That's what it is. It's a gazelle.
Is it really a gazelle?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was a moose. I am not even going to lie.
You thought it was a moose?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. It looks like a deer. I don't know. Because I don't know. Maybe an antelope. I don't know. But anyway, let's get the show cracking. Today, joining us from Housewives of Atlanta, also from BBD in New Edition, Ronnie DeVoe and his wife, Shamari DeVoe. Now, they're on Housewives of Atlanta. What's been going on with them?
So this season, this is their first season on the show, and they talk a lot about their open marriage.
Open marriage?
Well, they don't have it anymore, but they did go through a rough period of their marriage where they decided to have an open marriage. So I'm sure they're going to want to talk about that.
So she can smash dudes and he can smash chicks?
I'll let them tell it because I don't want to say it that way.
I ain't built for that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
But they've been together a long time, and she was in the singer and in the group Black, and of course, he was in New Edition.
Okay. All right, so we'll kick it with them in a little bit, and also we got front page news. What we talking about?
Ooh, we're going to talk about a divorce that involves $137 billion.
Wow. All right. We'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What are we talking about, Yee?
Well, let's talk about Jeff Bezos and his wife, Mackenzie. They are headed for divorce. And they have $137 billion on the line right now. Now, Bezos said on Twitter, after what they referred to as a trial separation, that they have now decided to end their marriage. They were married for 25 years. They said it is amicable. And they didn't have a prenup, FYI. So we don't know what's going to happen when it's time to divide up those assets. But besides just the money, they also have 400,000 acres of property. So they are two of the biggest landholders in the country.
And if you don't know who Jeff Bezos is, he's the CEO and founder and creator of Amazon. But
yes.
I'm not mad at that. She should get half. They've been married, 25 years? She was with him from the grind.
Well, we don't know if she's getting half. But We just know that they didn't have a prenup. They also have 4 kids together between the ages of 13 and 18. And he also was allegedly having an affair.
Oh, whoa.
A relationship with former So You Think You Can Dance host Lauren Sanchez. And according to the National Enquirer, that's how their marriage ended.
Wow. Well, she should get what she have.
Yeah.
Before that.
And it's amicable, so, you know, and even if she did get half, he'll still have quite a bit of money.
Yeah, he still can't spend all that money. I don't think.
He'll be okay. All right, now let's talk about the government shutdown. This has been going on since December 22nd. What is going to happen? Well, they did have negotiations, and it didn't end well. Now, yesterday, Donald Trump stormed out of a meeting with congressional leaders, and he tweeted, just left a meeting with Chuck and Nancy, a total waste of time. I asked what is going to happen in 30 days. If I quickly open things up, are you going to approve border security, which includes a wall or steel barrier? Nancy said no. I said bye-bye. Nothing else works.
How is he president? He's just like a 7-year-old that just gets mad and then he just walks out. Like, I don't understand this. Is he? I guess he's allowed to.
You know, there's so many people right now suffering because of this government shutdown that can't pay their bills. People have started GoFundMes. People are trying to find other means of how to get some money. And it's a terrible time for people, and he should care more about that than trying to get this wall funded and all these promises that he wants to get, because that's what's really holding everything up. What happened to compromise?
And all the people that voted for him should really feel away, because, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are affected. I mean,
it's been 20 days. Imagine 20 days of not making any money.
And does it affect the food stamps and all that stuff as well?
I don't think it affects food stamps yet. But I did read something about the safety of our food, because, you know, they have to check things to make sure, check the food.
So nobody's checking the food?
I think that's slowed down a lot. So it could potentially put people's health in danger.
What about the edibles and stuff like that? Are they checking those and making sure those are good?
Like weed edibles?
Yes. Because they're legal in some places, and you got to make sure that they're, you know, following protocol, right? Okay, maybe not. What else we got, you?
What are you talking about? All right, well, that's your front page news.
The reason, well, I'm not going to say it.
What?
All right, the reason I'm going to say that.
You just took one this morning?
No, I didn't take one this morning, but a long time ago, I purchased one out in Vegas where it's legal. And when I looked at it the other day, it had all types of mold on it. And I was like, nobody checked this edible, because it had mold. I didn't know you could grow mold on. Anyway, all right, that's front page news.
So you had edibles with mold on it?
Yes. I didn't eat it, though. I threw it out, but it was weird. I just didn't think that
really
could happen.
Had you high.
Yeah. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, hit us up right now. Maybe you had a bad day or bad morning or a horrible night, whatever it may be. Get it off your chest. Phone lines are wide open. 800-585-1051. Hit us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, Evie. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning.
It's Rick from Brooklyn.
Hey, Charlamagne's here, too. He was just a little late.
I'm pulling a Charlamagne right now. I'm running late myself, yo. I woke up. I hit a snooze button this morning, and I put my head back down, and all of a sudden, I'm late. And
I did the same thing. Alarm clock went off, and you hit the snooze button, and somebody get 10 more minutes, and nope.
How long does it take you from when you set your alarm until you get out of bed? I was looking at that this morning.
So I usually get up at 5. Like, I get up at 5, like, on the dot. Angela, I was actually at Mango Tea last night. So,
that's my spot.
I got up at 5. The alarm went off, and then I hit snooze, and then when I look, it's 5:47. I'm like, I can't work by now.
Now, that's a snooze.
But the difference between me and you is you had a couple run punches last night.
Yeah, well, man, listen, them run punches kicked in, and now this is my way of telling everybody at work, yo, I'm on my way, man.
All right, bro.
Yes.
Happy belated birthday, all right?
Thank you so much. I'll probably go to Mango Seed this weekend.
Paul.
Yo.
What's up, Paul? Get it off your chest.
I want to get it off my chest. I want to envy. I'm disappointed in you, man.
Why?
You really out here thinking edibles last forever, man?
I didn't think it lasts forever. But I didn't think edibles had an expiration date. It was only like 2-3 months.
Why? Edibles are food. Why wouldn't they have an expiration date?
Because it was a gummy. It was a gummy, so I didn't think like, Charlamagne, you just got it. I was saying I opened up an edible the other day, and it had mold on it, and I was surprised. I didn't know the gummies actually molded out, but it was all moldy and nasty.
It's food, bro.
It's food.
It's food. Why wouldn't food go bad?
Because you ever see a box of gummies? A box of gummies can sit on that, I don't know, it can sit in the closet.
How do you know, Envy? You ain't there's nobody that's ever had a box of gummies for over a year.
You're really disappointing me.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I didn't know. But
I
now
can't believe these bananas are about to go bad.
I didn't know.
It's crazy because, hey, weed goes bad. So you think just because they drop a little bit of weed in some food is never supposed to go bad?
All right.
Now, when you say weed goes bad, does weed get stale or does it actually go bad?
See, he didn't know.
It gets stale. and that's bad.
All right, good point.
They're weed.
You right? Thank you, bro.
All right, man. Y'all have a good morning.
You too now. Hello, who's this?
Yo, Fahim, this Envy. Good morning, y'all.
Fahim, what's up, bro? You said you envy?
Man,
But anyway, go ahead, man.
Yeah, man, I need this Big Hellman's flavored Cheeto chip Donald Trump to send him and his toupee down somewhere, man. He's killing us hard-working people out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was coming through the airport yesterday talking to one of the TSA agents, man, and she was like, I was like, how you doing? One dude goes, I'm here. and another girl goes, I'm doing all right. We're not getting paid, though. I was like, damn, man.
Man, that Big Hellman flavored Cheeto need to sit down, man. We ain't got no money for no wall. He the billionaire. You pay for the wall.
All right.
Well,
Like
mayonnaise flavored Cheetos.
Yeah, like Eazy-E said, man, cocaine come from Colombia. Cocaine come from Colombia, and AKs come from, whatchamacallit. We ain't got no boats or planes. Y'all do the math.
I don't get it, but
You got to learn
get
to
it.
quote better next time, man. You got to quote it right.
I see where you at.
He was almost there.
Yeah, you in the range.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? We get where you were going with that.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is a shell calling from Georgia.
What's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
Hey, man, I just want to tell you guys real quick. I've been listening to y'all for years, man. I thank you guys for everything that you do. I'm a truck driver, and you guys keep me moving, man. So I just want to say thank you. Keep up the good work. Appreciate everything.
All right, bro. You in the truck now?
I'm in the truck right now.
Blow
man,
the
right
horn,
now.
bro.
Huh?
Blow the horn.
Here we go. I just did.
That horn sounds so bad, man. All right, bro. Hello, who's this?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, bro?
This is Marcel Reed from Detroit, Michigan.
What's up, Marcel? Get it off
What
your
up,
chest.
though?
What up? What up? I got one thing to get off my chest. I've been DMing Charlamagne God my book for a long time, and he ain't responded.
What's the name of your book, sir?
It's called Little Noah Speaks Out.
And I don't ever check my IG DMs, and I haven't been on Instagram or Twitter or anything since December 26, 2018, and I'm proud of that.
Okay, my bad.
But I'll check your book out.
But yeah, it's on Amazon. It's called Little Noah Speaks Out. And it's
you want me to buy it?
Yeah, it's to encourage kids about,
buy it.
you know, if somebody touch them and stuff like that, you know, it's encourage them to speak out, you know.
You should buy it, Charlamagne. How much is the book?
I'll buy yours, you buy mine.
It's $10.99.
Okay, I'm gonna buy yours, you buy mine.
I'll do that.
Shook one, anxiety playing tricks on me. That don't sound right when you're talking about a book about touching kids. You're like, you buy yours, I'll buy mine. That's like you touch your, you know what I mean?
How much is your book, Charlamagne?
Huh?
How much is your book?
I don't remember. But it's available on Amazon. Shook one, anxiety playing tricks on me. It's out right now.
All right, bro. He got you.
All right.
Hello, who's this?
This is Angela from Augusta.
Hey,
Angela.
Good morning, guys. It is so good to hear you guys. It's so good. This is my first time calling in, and it's so good to hear you guys. I love you guys.
We love you back. What's up, mama?
I want to first make a comment. I want to respond to the guy that called in yesterday about get it off his chest about building that wall. He was saying that we should build a wall, and it sounded like it was a black guy. I don't know because I'm listening through the radio.
He did sound black. He did sound black.
He did. And he was saying that he was incarcerated and they built up the wall to keep these people out and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Now, he's saying those things now, but let it show up on his paycheck as a tax deduction. As, you know, this is for building the wall. That Negro would up.
He'd be a Democrat.
Yeah, he's talking about building this wall, and I think it's hogwash. He wants to build this wall. I don't know how that clown got into the presidency, but he's there. You know what I'm saying?
Because 40 million people voted for him.
And 40 million people voted for him. I didn't vote for him, but it is what it is. So it's not really affecting me, and I don't know if it's affecting the teachers or not. But I'm a single parent and I drive trucks. But what about the teachers that are teaching our kids?
Right.
I agree with you totally 100%, Charlamagne, that it should go to the teachers and to, the economy that is needed.
Healthcare and all that other stuff.
There's so many things that we need better than building a wall.
Yes, so much things can be done for building the wall. And I just think it's crap, and people, we ought to get together. And we need to stand together on this guy. I don't know how he's still holding this presidency, but he's holding it. And it's sad.
What's crazy is he only got he got 2020 as a wrap.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah, next year.
I mean,
Well,
of
it
course,
better be.
unless he gets reelected.
Hopefully. Well, thank you, Mama,
Don't
for
put
calling.
that in the atmosphere.
Thank you, guys. I love you so much. I just wanted to get that off my chest, and I continue to listen to you guys to the day I die.
Angela,
Thank you, Angela.
let me ask you a question, Angela.
Yes.
You
yes.
in your truck right now?
Oh,
Yes,
my
I
God.
am.
Blow that horn for me.
That may sound like a creep.
There you go. Thank you, Angela.
Why does that sound nasty when you're talking to a female
Let
truck
me
driver?
ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question.
Are you in your truck
She's in the
right
truck.
now?
Blow your horn for me.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up at any time. Now, we got rumors on the way, Yee?
Yes, and I'll tell you what question Kevin Hart does not want you to ask him anymore. Also, Jamel Hill, find out what she has that's coming out next.
All right, we'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Yo, let's get to these rumors. Let's talk Kevin Hart.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, first, Kevin Hart was saying that there was a slim chance that maybe he would host the Oscars. Very, very slim. Now he's saying, let's not even discuss it. I'm over it. Here he is on Good Morning America.
There's no more conversation about it. I'm over that. I'm over the moment, and I'm about today. So I'm done with it. I'm over it. That's where I personally am.
Absolute no.
Yes, I'm not hosting the Oscars this year, and it has nothing to do with...
In the future?
It's hard to predict what can happen, and I don't want people to think that there's a thing between me and the Academy, because there isn't.
He's absolutely right. There's no need to talk to him about it. But when Kevin Hart comes to the Breakfast Club to promote his new movie, The Upside, that will be the first question I ask him. So are you hosting the Oscars?
We should ask several times throughout the interview.
Just to be a jerk. Just to be a jerk. That's all.
All right. Well, they are saying now that they have decided that ceremony will be without a host. All right. As we've long suspected that no one's going to host at all. So what they are going to do is basically have a different group of A-list celebrities introducing different segments throughout the night and a lot of skits.
They've done that before, though, right?
Yes, but that was about 30 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Back in 1989.
Oscar's been trash for a while, though. I mean, it's not like Kevin Hart would have probably made me tune in. Other than Kevin Hart, I'm not really tuning in.
Well,
to
Whoopi Goldberg had said she was game to host the Oscars also.
Did they invite her? Did they ask, or she just said she wants to?
Well, she said she would do it.
Okay.
She's game for it.
I mean,
So
if
she said, now I realize I may not be anybody's first choice. And she said, I'm also problematic, but she does love films and all of that. So
And it does depend. It depends what day that the Oscars come on, because depending on what else
February
is on
24th.
TV. I got to see what else is on TV. Is Power going to be back then?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm February 24th. No, Power comes back in March, I think, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no. That was Billions comes back in March. I don't know when Power comes back. All right. In the meantime, Jamel Hill is going to be doing her new Unbothered podcast, and that's going to be on Spotify.
Dropping a clues bomb for Jamel Hill.
She posted, I'm ecstatic to announce I'll be launching a podcast called Unbothered. This is an incredible opportunity for me, and I'm thrilled to be partnering with a brand that's shown such a steadfast commitment to unique voices.
I saw Jamel over the holidays. We was on a flight together, headed to the Caribbean.
Did she just get engaged?
Yes, she did.
Congrats to her.
She looks very happy.
Oh,
All
she
right.
just got engaged?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she must have got engaged in the Caribbean then, over the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All right, Nick Young has been named a suspect in an alleged robbery, and what they are saying happened is a fan wanted to take a picture, not the paparazzi, a fan. Nick Young said he didn't want to be photographed, but the fan took a picture anyway, and that's when Nick Young went and actually kicked him in the testicles and stole his phone. According
Kicked him
to
in the
her.
nuts?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I don't know. What do you do when someone takes a picture of you even though you told them no?
You don't kick them in the nuts, especially when you're an NBA player
What do you
worth
do?
millions of dollars that everybody knows.
There's nothing you can do, right?
Nothing you can do.
Yeah, I mean, you just walk off, curse the dude out, but you definitely don't kick him in the nuts and take his phone.
That's going to cost him about $1 million.
Exactly.
Now, let's talk about Sin Santana. Now, she was on Lip Service like 2.5 years ago, and this part of the conversation resurfaced.
Y'all can keep the Puerto Rican man. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good on a Puerto Rican man too. I agree.
What does that mean, Sin?
I do black guys all day. I did the Spanish thing. Doesn't work out for me. I'm good.
Why? What's wrong with guys that are Hispanic?
I don't know. I think they're too emotional.
You don't think
Yeah, they're very overly possessive, Mina.
They are, the Puerto Ricans, and black guys cater to us Spanish girls, especially. Like they, you know what? Let me not even get into that.
Oh, she's gonna get herself in trouble now. The black girls,
Yeah. I didn't mean it like that, but black girls gonna take it personal.
All right, now let's be very clear because people were saying I don't identify as black. I've always identified as black, and that's why I know that black girls do get upset when people say that. But I also know that Sin Santana is not the type of person to try to offend anybody. She's a sweet girl. She worded that however she worded it. I don't think she meant any harm by it. So I didn't feel like I should attack her for that. But she was getting attacked online. And people were going in and actually misquoting her and saying all kinds of things that she didn't really say. And it was a quick snippet from the whole entire conversation. And she went on Twitter to clear it up. She said, now I'm going to explain myself because these strangers are black women and I especially love the black woman. I've never in my life bashed one, never will. So I'm going to explain myself and shed some clarity. She said, if I've offended anyone, I do indeed apologize. I used the word especially in a way that changed the context of what I was trying to say for some. And while I was trying to be sensitive, I used the word personal because I know it's a sensitive topic. I'm not here to attack. So,
first of all, black men cater to any woman that we are in a relationship with because we are the best men to be in a relationship with. Because when Destiny's Child wrote Cater to You, us black men took that to heart more than the women did. We cater to all women, and that's why everybody wants a black man. And you know what else I was looking up yesterday? I was looking up some stats on black demographics, and 93% of black women have a black husband, and 85% of black men have a black wife, right? So that whole, black men love to be with other races, that's pretty much BS.
Where'd you get these stats from, man? Cite your source.
On black demographics. It's black demographics.
Now I'll tell you who should be mad.
Blackdemographics.com.
Bro, these are real stats, okay? You need to go look this stuff up. I'm serious. 93% of black women have a black husband, 85% of black men have a black wife, and 100% of all black men don't cheat.
What are of black men doing?
I can tell you what they're doing. They in Hollywood, they in the NBA and the NFL, and y'all base that Hollywood and NBA life on all men. No, those Negroes got other women. Us brothers is out here with the sisters.
Wow,
but anyway, Sin was definitely on social media explaining herself all day yesterday. So just to clear things up, I've never heard her say anything negative about black women. And to clear things up about myself, I've always identified as a black woman. That's why I know what makes us upset sometimes. So I know that podcast, what she was trying to say wasn't to upset or hurt anybody. So everybody relax.
So Envy, you said that black demographics is a what?
No, it's a real site. I'm on it right now.
Envy,
okay.
Envy
with
should
real
be offended.
stats.
Envy should be offended because they said they don't like Hispanic men.
That is true, Envy. As a Puerto
That's
Rican
really who
man,
should be
how did you
offended
feel about
from
that
conversation.
I'm black. I don't know what you're talking. I identify as a black man. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I am black.
I saw you in Dominican Republic.
I was in Dominican Republic.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's
With your
your
people.
rumor report.
With my people, man.
With some white jeans on.
Yo, I swear, everybody in the DR thought I was Dominican because
You did a
of you
whole
guys.
interview in Spanish.
I didn't speak though. They were asking me all
You didn't
types.
speak during the interview?
I did. I spoke in English. I didn't know what they were saying.
Envy was like
what
a
were you
dog in that
answering?
situation. He was shaking his head to let them know he understood.
That's what I was doing because I honestly, you know what? Forget y'all. We got front page news next.
Yes, we are going to talk about a really crazy situation. Two black men found dead at this Democratic donor's house. What happened?
All right, and como está usted to all my Dominicans out there as well. All
What
right.
the hell did you just say?
¿Cómo están ustedes?
It sounded like you said you want them to be in a coma.
I did not say that.
The hell did you just say?
I think I said hello, good morning, how are you doing?
Who's comatose?
Envy, cierra la boca.
What?
Wepa. Was that right?
Oh, my God.
I don't know. All right. Front page news is next at the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into
I want to apologize to the Latino community for DJ Envy's cultural appropriation of y'all
Lo siento.
situation.
Why?
Okay.
What?
This is disgusting. What I heard behind the scenes is disgusting. Envy wants to pretend to be Dominican.
I'm not.
To get more Dominican parties to break into that market. He's talking about doing a reality show on Univision. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I did not say none of that, man.
Envy's family's doing a telenovela.
What is that? You know what? Forget y'all. Let's get into some front page news. I'm black, by the way. What we talking about here?
Now, there were two men that have been found dead in the past year in Democratic donor Edward Buck's home. And everybody's wondering what's going on. Now, the first man that was found dead was back in July of 2017. He was a 26-year-old black man. And they said that the cause of death was an accidental methamphetamine overdose. So, not sure that's what they're saying happened there. But now a second man has been found. And that man has been identified. This is in West Hollywood as 55-year-old Timothy Dean, who worked at Saks Fifth Avenue in Beverly Hills. They said he was very well liked. So far, they have not figured out what the cause of death is. It will be determined by the coroner. So everybody's trying to figure out what's going on with this donor that these black men are dying at his house while he's present, by the way. He was there both times.
Sound like they doing drugs together to me.
Is what it sounds like.
And dude got some bad stuff, or some stuff that only he can handle.
All right, now let's talk about Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is
Jeff Bezos,
the founder and CEO of Amazon. Looks like he's getting a divorce. Now, last year they're saying that he took a hit on his fortune because he was worth $160 billion, but then it dropped down to $137 billion. But now he and his wife, Mackenzie Bezos, did not have a prenup, so they're going to have to potentially maybe split everything in half. Who knows? But they are going to have to divide up those assets. They own 400,000 acres of property, so they're two of the biggest landholders in the country. Now, according to reports, Jeff Bezos was having a relationship with So You Think You Can Dance host Lauren Sanchez. And according to the National Enquirer, they're saying that's what ended his marriage.
They must, he was cheating, but even still, they must really not like each other. Like, they must really
They said
be
it's
over
amicable.
each other.
They were together for 25 years. They have 4 children together. They're both really smart.
But she's getting half his fortune.
Well, we don't know that yet. She's entitled to. We don't know what's going to happen.
She should. They got 4 kids. She's been with him for 25 years. She helped build that company, I'm sure.
Come on. Now, when I'm worth $160 billion or whatever it is, you don't need half of that.
Yeah, but I'm sure she's been very helpful. I mean, she's a novelist. She studied under Tony Morrison.
You want to give
She
your
won
wife
an
half?
American
So she
Book
don't need
Award.
no money.
She's the executive director of an anti-bullying organization.
Yeah, you wouldn't give your wife half?
He'll be fine.
$160
He'll be fine.
You wouldn't give her
She
half?
don't need half of that. She can get 10 and be fine.
$137 billion. He'll still be
She
rich.
has your kids and raising your kids and helps you get to where you were.
As Chris Rock
10
says,
billion?
when you're rich and your wife wants half, fine. But if you making $30,000 and she wants half,
You want to give your wife half, Charlamagne?
I can't quote.
I mean, of course I would give my wife half, but still, but still 160 billion.
137 now.
137 billion. Do you really need half of that?
Do you?
No, just give me. I'll take 10.
You don't think he'll be fine with about 70 billion
He's
still?
gonna
He'll be fine.
He'll be great.
He'll be
That's
fine.
the point. The point is, it's cheaper to keep her, and they must really not like each other to be breaking up at this point in the game.
Look, at the end of the day, 25 years together, 4 children.
I don't know.
They'll
If I had
both
to
be
give up
all right. Why shouldn't she be just as all right as he is?
If I had to give up $70 billion, I'll be trying to work that out.
If you had 70 billion, you would be like, all right, I still have 70 billion.
You still have 70 billion.
I don't know. It's a lot of money.
You'll make that again.
Yeah, right. He's the only person that's made that much.
All right. Well, that is your front page news.
All right. Now, when we come back from Housewives of Atlanta, Ronnie and Shamari DeVoe. You know Ronnie from Belle Biv DeVoe. You know him from New Edition. Now he's on Housewives of Atlanta. His wife, Shamari. You might know her from the group Black.
Baby, bring it all to me.
What song was that?
Black.
Oh. All right, but we're going to kick it with them next, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. EJ, Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building.
Yes, sir.
From Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know them as a couple. Ronnie and Shamari DeVoe. Welcome, guys.
Hey. You guys are virgins on the show. It's your first time, the first season.
Inaugural season, huh?
But what made you do Housewives of Atlanta? How did you talk them into doing this?
You know, they just kept reaching out to me, and last year when I was pregnant, I was like, no. And then this year they reached out again. I'm like, okay, fine. And it was something that I had to take to my husband because we have to talk to each other about, you know, every decision that we're going to make. So being the protective husband that he is, at first he was like, hell no, you're not going to do this. We're not going to put our life out there like that. But the more that we talked about it, we realized that it was a huge platform for us, and we were able to like share our testimony with the world. So,
But
why
y'all
not?
revealed so much of your life already.
Yeah, we did.
Let's get to it.
Right.
Open relationships at one point?
Open relationships.
That's
Yes,
right.
indeed.
You know, we all go through things in relationships. Everybody has their challenges. That was just something that, you know, we went through. And it actually helped us and brought us closer together.
Now, how open? Like, how open? Like, he can smash who he want, you can smash who you want, like...
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
Don't try this at home, everybody.
Listen, in every relationship, when it first jumps off, right? Fellas, you think about the threesome, right? And we had talked about that a couple times
I'm not
early
going
on
down
in
this
our
road with y'all.
relationship, right?
Charlamagne wants to, but I ain't.
I didn't have that in the beginning.
No, but you never had the conversation.
But
Let's get that
I've been
in.
with my woman 20 years. So
That's what I'm saying. So we had that conversation initially, but it never happened ultimately. So boom, fast forward, we get married. Everything is locked in and loaded. We get to the 7-year itch.
Okay.
Right? Shamari comes in and says, yo, what you think about opening our relationship? I'm like, okay.
Bright idea.
Word?
That
So we
hurt your
finally
ego?
hold on. But
Like,
we
you
finally,
need to love a
but
man?
no, it was delivered like, yo, we finally gonna have this menage a trois that we was talking about all this time.
Okay.
Okay, I might actually be open for that, because we've been tasting the same saltine crackers for the last 7 years. Ultimately,
You guys
it might
are not
be cool.
saltine crackers.
It might be cool to introduce a little, tuna or something like that to the cracker or what have you.
Y'all got a little more flavor than crackers.
Yeah. That's how it started off, right?
Definitely.
That's how it
You didn't have
started
a
off.
problem if she had another man? Because she, I seen a clip that she was like.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
That was the thing.
I wasn't with another man. I didn't, I was with other women.
So no men at all?
No.
No
He was my
Your penis.
Did you say a date? What'd you say?
K.
Okay.
He
I
was
like
a
that.
penis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you had a couple other women.
Yeah.
Was he able to watch? Was he able to participate or?
Nope.
That's how I started off, but it didn't actually go that way.
What you mean?
That was the plan.
That was the plan.
The plan was you wasn't supposed to be penetrating these other women, but you ended up doing it.
Yeah. No.
No, the plan was for them to have a menage a trois.
Right.
It didn't end up happening. She
Right.
ended up dating
Exactly.
another woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she cheated on you with a whole nother woman.
It wasn't cheating.
It was an open
It was
relationship.
open. He knew about it.
Were you in love?
No.
Oh.
I knew I was never going to leave my husband.
That was just for the vagina, just for the fun.
Yeah. I mean, we started dating when I was 21 years old, so there were some things that I wanted to experience that I didn't get a chance to experience. So, I decided to dip in the lady pond and explore my bi-curiosity at the time.
What did you not experience? Orgasms?
No, I did experience orgasms. I'm saying with
Throw the shot
another
at you,
woman.
Ronnie. You see that? He threw the shot.
I was about to say, yo, listen, she done experienced 5 or 6 of them in a night. Let's go.
So did you like the lady pond?
Yeah, it was cool for the moment, but that's not something that I'm interested in continuously doing. We're in a monogamous relationship now. It's just all about me and my husband. Right. This happened 7 years ago. Our marriage has been restored for the past 4 years.
Gotcha.
Right.
And you knew it was going to come up on the show because people did know about that already. Yeah. They had seen you guys out with other people.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So you kind of have to put it out there because they knew it.
Yeah, and it's our truth, it's our story, and we're not ashamed of it. Us being transparent could help somebody else that may be going through challenges in their relationship.
What are the pros and cons? I need to know some pros and cons, though. What are
what?
The open relationship. Yeah. Are there any benefits?
The benefit for a certain amount of time is the fact that you get to taste different flavors, But ultimately, after tasting those flavors, the jealousy starts to come in. The envy starts to come in. Okay, maybe I'm at home and wifey is out. I'm like, whoa, what the hell is wifey doing right now? And then it's the reverse situation. Wifey's at the crib like, whoa, what the hell is my husband doing right now? Now you're starting to think about all kind of other things.
What was the rules though? Was there no eating box? You gotta eat, you gotta wear a condom. What were the rules?
Definitely have to protect yourself. I don't need him bringing me home nothing.
Right.
The rules, just be respectful at the end of the day.
Right.
Did you get to see the girls beforehand? Did you pick out the girls, or it was just you didn't want to know nothing about it?
No, I didn't want to know nothing about it. You do your thing and I do mine.
Could you guys
keep
go
it separate?
out on actual dinner dates with other people, or was it just a sexual thing?
No. What, did we go out on dinner
we
dates?
went out. Yeah, we went out. That's why you were saying people heard about it and knew about it beforehand because I'm sure they seen us out.
Oh, y'all went on dates with separate people. He went out with a...
Yeah.
Oh, they are cool.
Yes.
Yeah, it was...
That's cheating.
That's not cheating.
Nah, because we had the conversation initially that, we're going to open
Cheating
this thing
is
out. You can do your thing, I'm going to do my thing. Okay, it is what it is.
Right. So could you take your wife to Ruth Chris and then take the other woman to Ruth Chris?
I mean, we probably didn't visit the same restaurant.
I want you to take her.
Take the wife to Ruth Chris.
Take the other woman to McDonald's or something.
Yeah, never lie. Right.
Did you ever meet any of the girls?
Yeah.
So they came up to you in the club, was like,
I seen them out at your birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
You invited them to the birthday party?
What? Yeah, he invited the girl to the birthday party.
Well, who helped you blow out your camera?
Well, it's probably it got to the point where it was, a little gray. It was a whole lot of a gray area ultimately. And it led to separation for us, you know, so.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, it's definitely.
The birthday party's taking it a little too far.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's too intimate.
You can't have.
I mean, we were basically separated at the time. We were in our feelings ultimately. This was fast forward probably a year later, maybe even damn near 2 years later before we began to restore our relationship. So, I mean, at that point, I was feeling a little some kind of way. So, hey, you throw jabs.
All right, we got more with Ronnie and Shamari DeVoe from Housewives of Atlanta, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. EJ, Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Clubs from Housewives of Atlanta. We have Ronnie and Shamari DeVoe. Charlamagne?
Now, Shamari, once you open Pandora's box like that, because they always say a man cannot please a woman the way a woman can please another woman, especially when it comes to
oral
eating vagina. So was it hard to go back?
No, it was not hard to go back because he pleases me just as well or better than a woman. It doesn't make a difference. Yeah.
There you go. Say what you got to say for the
Say what you got to say. Let's clap up.
No, seriously. Like, he has everything, but he has more. Like, women don't have penis.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They just have a mouth.
We have small penises, they say.
Yeah, right, exactly. So he has a penis and he has a mouth. So, you know, I have the best of both worlds. I'm sorry?
Women or men who eats box better?
Men. My husband.
Okay, there you go.
True.
You never was nervous about maybe a girl looking better than you or a girl taking you from your man? Like that was never,
No, I wasn't nervous. I never was. I knew I had this guy on lockdown. I knew he wasn't going nowhere. I put it on him when I was just turned 21 back in the day. So he wasn't going nowhere.
So no menage a trois in the future.
No menage a trois. We are so past
I wasn't going nowhere. It was going down for a good 3 years.
You was going right back.
Yes, indeed.
What about you, Ronnie? Is it hard to go back after having that open relationship? Like, just all of a sudden gotta be faithful again?
Yeah, listen, man, it was tough. I mean, you know, I shut it all the way down at one point in our relationship. It was like, I'm done. And, you know, when I think about marriage, to me, my parents got a divorce when I was like 3 years old, right? So I didn't have that example of longevity as far as marriage was concerned, not in my home, but I had the example through friends and a couple other people outside of me. So I always felt like when I did this thing, I wanted to do it once, and I wanted to be able to say ultimately 25 years, 50-year anniversary. So although it was tough, you know, something in me made me feel like I still love my wife. Maybe we can get over this. And God first. And then as a black man, she would always come to me and say, yo, let's go to a marriage counselor, you know, so we can really figure out how to bring this thing back together. Right. And at first I was like, nah, hell no. I'm not trying to. I don't need nobody, you know, stepping into my world. I know how to handle this ultimately. And I just had to bow down, and we saw a couple different counselors, and it wasn't until we really met up with Martez and Wadrina Layton, a married couple, that they began to speak life into us, and our marriage was restored ultimately. But it took a minute. It took a good time. It took a good
at least 6
year.
Months.
Yeah, it took a good, well, she said 6 months. It took a good year.
Of hardcore education, you were in college, like taking notes and really just learning about each other all over again and seeing what each other's love languages are and really practicing effective, active listening and communication. Like it's some real.
If a couple comes to you guys and says, we're thinking about doing an open relationship, we know you guys did it, what would you tell them?
Hell no. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
So it wasn't worth opening Pandora's box?
No, it wasn't.
It was worth it because at the end of the day, I feel like it strengthened our bond. Like, everybody's going to go through challenges and obstacles, but when you're able to overcome those challenges and then come out even better after that, like, I feel like the experience was worth it to me
but
for our relationship.
Everybody's not going to be able to make it through something like that.
Yeah, a lot of people give up. And that's why there's divorce. Right. It's hard.
And we were on the brink. I'm saying, like, we were sitting down at the kitchen table with the computer right in front of us, figuring out how we were going to divvy up the little bit of that we did have, ultimately.
What made y'all stop and say, you know what, we can make this work if y'all were that close of just doing it? What made you stop?
God, I mean, I'm telling you, like, before all of this, we never really prayed together, and we never did that until maybe after us being together for like what, 10 years,
we
11
pray,
years,
and at the dinner table and all that kind of stuff, but just praying for each other and some of those kind of things. I think God definitely had a bigger purpose. Like, sometimes you don't really understand what it is that you have in front of you, you know, like neither one of us would have thought that we could make it through an open relationship ultimately and get to the point where we had the blessings that we have, our 2 baby boys, Ronald and Roman. But if we didn't go through some of the hardships, then you don't get to the ultimate blessing.
It's funny that you say that. You know, I've been with my wife, we've been married 17 years, been together 24. But we didn't start praying with each other like that. Of course, you pray at the dinner table.
Right.
We didn't really start praying with each other till about 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, where and the whole relationship has changed.
Changed so much.
I've been blessed and got more blessings, and it's stronger. And we pray. I pray every morning before I leave to go to work. I wake our ass up, and I pray. We pray every night. Where it's not just a thank you. It's we have a conversation with God, and it works so much.
And then when you start to value the sanctity of marriage and really just honor the oath that you made under God, like it's till death do us part, through sickness and health, like you really those words mean a lot. And you know, so
yeah, that's something I want to get into marriage counseling. Only because, you know, me and my wife been together for like 20 plus years. I don't think
you haven't done it.
Nah, I don't think there's anything wrong with fine tuning what you have.
You have to find the right person, though. You have to find the right person that you're comfortable with. Because I remember going with my wife at first, and I just felt like it was an older white guy, and I just felt like he didn't relate. He didn't understand, you know? And it made us hate it at first, you know what I mean? I just felt like he didn't understand, you know?
And sometimes they can be biased. They can lean towards the man or the woman. And we did go through probably, again, 4 or 5 different marriage counselors before we met Martez and Wadrina. And like my wife said, active listening was one of the main things that helped us. So often in an argument, you know, you're sitting there looking at your wife or your significant other, and there's this wall up, and you're waiting for the moment and the opportunity to fire back, right? But when they talk to us about active listening, you actually have to listen to what the person is saying and repeat it back, right? And then if you didn't say everything that she said to you, then she'll tell you the things that you missed out on, right? So when you do it in that capacity, you can't help but hear the person out as opposed to waiting to fire back. So that was one of the main things.
Listening with the intent to understand and not reply.
Yeah, we call that right fight. That happens in my relationship too. Like where you're a right fighter, where you just want to win the argument. Right. You just want to be right. You don't care what it takes. You just want to, and you don't necessarily listen. So yeah. That's a good thing. I'm gonna do that from now on.
So or when people sometimes just say they agree with you, but they don't really agree with you. They just say that to move on.
To kill the argument,
exactly.
Don't you hate when you say you agree with somebody and you really do, but they're like, no, you don't. You're just saying. I'm like, no, I really do agree.
Right, like, come on now.
So this whole time you didn't need a menage a trois. You just needed marriage counseling.
Yeah, we needed a firm foundation set in our relationship. We went to premarital counseling probably 4 or 5 times before we got married.
Yeah, but that's really nothing. You guys do have an album coming out together.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. I sent you the song, Envy.
When? I didn't get it.
Yeah, I forwarded it. I got it this morning and I forwarded it to you.
Oh, she said it this morning. That's why.
That's when I got it.
Yeah. Come on, you got to play that joint.
We gonna play
Yes, it's called Love Comes Through. Well, the album is entitled yet. We're looking at releasing the album on our 13th anniversary, which is March 10th. But this is our first single. It's called Love Comes Through. And
matter of fact, introduce it.
Yo, this is Love Comes Through for me and Mari, a.k.a. the DeVos.
That's right.
You're looking so beautiful over there.
Oh, thank you.
Just like this song. Play that joint, Envy.
DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We still got some special guests in the building. Ronnie DeVoe and Shamari DeVoe from Housewives of Atlanta. What's going on with you and Marlo? I seen you guys going back and forth. She talking about how you dress. You talking about all types of things. Her edible arrangements. She said don't send her edible arrangements. Send her the diver.
I like edible arrangements.
I do too. And she tried to throw shade on edible arrangements and tell me I need to send her some Godiva chocolate. Like I'd rather have some fruit.
So what's going on?
I take the Godiva.
You would?
I like a Godiva.
I'm a health nut.
The edible arrangements is chocolate covered fruit, ain't it?
Not always. You can pick a different arrangement.
Oh,
what's your problem? What's the beef come from?
I mean, Marlo she is notorious. She's known for engaging in arguments with the cast for, attention. She's gotten into it with Nene, Portia, Cynthia, everybody. So now I guess it's my turn. And she really got upset because I went on Watch What Happens Live and they asked me who the shadiest housewife was. And I was like, oh, wait, Marlo's not a housewife. So she got really upset and she decided to address me on Twitter.
You called her Marho.
I called her Marho.
You said her credit was low.
Yeah, because she boosts her bootleg fashions and scams people, sleeps with old men, all of that stuff. But she's trying to come for me for my fashions. And I'm like, just because I don't wear the Fendis and the Louboutins and all that, I have twins. Like, I'm not trying to be dressed up and all of that. Like, you know, it's just not me. I mean, I dress how I want to dress, but it's like the whole season she's just coming after me, and I really think it's because I have something that she wants. She wants to be married. She wants children. She wants a peach. You know, all of that.
Now, how do you deal with when your significant other's parents don't like you? You had some issues with his mom. Now, how do you get over that hump? Because
Mama DeVoe didn't like you?
A lot of people
Ma
do
DeVoe,
go through that.
yeah, she didn't. And that was the first time that we talked about it when you saw it on that episode. It's really hard because you really want, you know, I love him so much, and I want his mom to love me as well. And I respect that. I love her because she had him. And it's just really hard when sometimes moms get a little bit too attached to their sons, and you know, they look at it like they're the number one woman, you know, for their whole life, and sometimes you have to just, you know, you got to let your son go and realize that he's got to go out and make his family. So I think it's hard for her to have someone else come in and take a piece of, you know, the pie.
That's crazy. You the only boy, Ronnie?
No. I have twin brothers.
Twins running the family.
Yeah.
And that's not easy, like, to get over that hump, because sometimes it's putting your ego to the side. And sometimes as a husband, you have to step in, and you don't want to slight your mom or your wife.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, ultimately, I just had to have the conversation with my mom just to let her know, like, you know, I love this woman. This is going to be the woman that I'm married to for the rest of my life. And there has to be a certain level of respect there. And she understood that, ultimately. She wants the best for me. And everybody has their certain perception of what they want for their children. But now they have a great relationship, you know, after we were all able to basically damn near have some couple/mom therapy, you know, to where now we all understand and respect each other.
You know what I wanted to ask you, Ronnie? With everything going on in pop culture right now, like with the Surviving R. Kelly series, and it's that line, I think, in Poison where it says backstage, underage, adolescent
how
doing
you
the
doing?
wild thing.
That's on Do Me, yeah.
How do y'all handle that line now? Do you still say it, or?
Well, underage was 21 and under, down to 18. It was not 18 and under. Yes, exactly.
But it said adolescent.
No, I mean, come on. That's just terminology. You know, sometimes you just throw a jab, you know, on that level. But we're definitely not proponents of anything that's on that level. When you look at R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, are just going through shit in their life, man. I mean, for him to be molested as a child is kind of like the circles of life revolving. But ultimately, man, the cat needs to be put under the jail, if you ask me, because it still continues to happen.
And how's the group doing? Is the group speaking now? Is New Edition speaking now?
Ronnie.
She's laughing. She's laughing.
Right. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, you know, we're still rocking, man. You know, we're on tour. As a matter of fact, in the spring, late April, early May, they're just fixing the routing right now. So that's what it is, man. Ralph and Johnny over there handling their business. And at some point, I'm sure, you know, we'll smash this thing back together, but right now we're doing what we're supposed to do.
Is Ralph still a problem? I know last time they said he was a bit of the problem. Is he still a problem?
It's a problem because, you know, when you reach out to a cat and he doesn't return your phone call or a text, it's like, okay, you know, maybe some more time has to pass before, you know, he can jump back in the car.
So you texted him Happy New Year, he didn't hit you back?
I mean, it happens.
That really happened?
Not Happy New Year, but Happy Birthday.
When is his birthday?
May 17th.
Oh, that was last year.
A long time ago.
Well, yeah.
At least he reached out.
I texted these guys. They hit me back either. So
you see how you see how she took that sweat out of my eye, right? I mean that eye booger out of my eye right there.
I just want to say on lip service, she picked a booger out of his nose.
Right. I can't have my baby looking crazy now. I gotta
what's crazy is you know how sometimes you're holding your phone, right, and you make a phone call and then your phone is still open. I look down and I'm seeing that I'm calling Ralph. This was maybe in September,
you
right?
butt dialed him.
Right, so I was about to hang up, but then I was like, nah, let me see if he answers. Boom, so he didn't answer. Then I shot him a text. But I think at some point we're going to get back to it. It's just the ebbs and flows of what New Edition is all about. And it's almost like it's meant to be, because if Bobby wasn't kicked out of the group, you wouldn't have Don't Be Cruel, right? If Ralph and Johnny didn't feel like, okay, now it's the time for us to go solo, you wouldn't have Belle Biv DeVoe, right? And we spoke Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, and Ricky and Mike into existence in 1984. So, I mean, you know.
You think it's too sensitive?
Shut up, man.
I told you what it is.
Shut up.
Sensitive.
Well, we thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm about to put this dude in the headlock. Yo, but before we leave, can we say one of the reasons why we accepted the platform of Real Housewives of Atlanta was to be marriage ambassadors, right? And this coming April 27th, Saturday, we have our 3rd annual Married for Life Walk. So, go to marriedforlifewalk.com.
Yes, married4lifewalk.com.
Tell them what it's all about.
And we have like 500 couples that come out seriously dating, married couples, 500 plus couples.
That's
and
what we had last year.
We walk a 2-mile walk, hold hands, we pray, we reaffirm our love for one another. We have a balloon release where we let go of all of our challenges, and
that's dope.
It's just a really good time. We speak, we have entertainment, and a lot of inspiration and encouragement to other like-minded couples. So
that's dope. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Word.
All right, it's Ronnie and Shamari DeVoe.
Thank you.
Love Comes Through, available on all
digital
platforms right now.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to these rumors. Let's talk R. Kelly.
It's about time.
What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
Well, R. Kelly's studio was featured prominently on Surviving R. Kelly, and the cops have paid a visit to the studio. They didn't get any type of call or anything, but they just, I guess, felt like they wanted to go pay a visit. They said it looked like it was vacant, but he did have a birthday party there on Tuesday, by the way. So R. Kelly was celebrating his birthday, his 52nd birthday on Tuesday. Now, he's also currently being evicted from that music studio in Chicago on the west side. They said he has 2 weeks to settle up on the money that he owes. He owes about $80,000.
Wow.
Yeah, he pays $22,000 a month. It's a 10-year lease that he has, and I guess he's fell behind in some payments.
He rents it?
Yeah. And they're trying to sell the building now, too.
How the hell could R. Kelly celebrate a birthday at a time like this?
I don't know. It seems like he's not all there, so clearly something's off.
How many candles do you think was on his birthday cake?
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
All right.
16.
Now, he's still getting booked for concerts after all of this, but right now the only place that's really booking him is in Germany. So they said the dates that he has booked there, they were sailed in after Surviving R. Kelly aired. Now, what he's doing there is tickets for $115, and then if you want to do a meet and greet, that's going to cost you $355 in Germany.
So what's the legal age of consent in Germany?
I have no idea.
Somebody look that up. Producers, Google that.
All right. Now, R. Kelly, they're saying, may also be planning to flee to Africa, according to reports. There's some tips now that investigators are getting that that's his plan to flee the country. So they want to make sure that they work really hard toward charging him with the crime to keep him here.
They don't want you in Africa?
In this country.
You think you're just going to pull up to Johannesburg or Nigeria and be welcomed with open arms? They got the internet, too. They know what's going on.
Now, he don't want to go to jail. He just probably going to get out there and get low.
Man, he gonna get his ass whipped.
Now,
his brothers in Africa too that'll whip his ass.
Absolutely.
Does anybody think that R. Kelly's getting too much attention right now?
Oh, and 14 years old is the legal age in Germany.
Oh,
that's why he wants to be in Germany.
That's
okay,
crazy.
So now it all makes sense. All right.
All right. Well, Future is promoting his album, The Wizard, and here's what he had to say about R. Kelly getting too much attention.
Man, who is that? I thought we had forgotten about that. We're giving it too much attention. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what it is?
When you give things too much attention, they blow up. That's why he gonna blow up. That's why his music gonna do what it is. Because y'all keep talking about it. Stop talking about it. It'll go away.
Who cares what Future has to say about R. Kelly at a time like this?
But
right?
I think people are wondering why his streams have gone up the way that they have. And it is because everyone's talking about him, but we kind of have to right now because we want to make sure that justice is served and more victims are coming forward. And they wouldn't have if it wasn't for the documentary. And they've pulled his music off of radio stations now. So
Here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It's not about R. Kelly. I mean, it is about R. Kelly, but it's not really about R. Kelly. This is an entry point to a broader conversation, and that conversation should be about the abuse of women, the abuse of young black girls. That's the larger issue we should be talking about, even more so than R. Kelly, because long after the hype of this doc dies down and people go on about their business, even if R. Kelly ends up locked up, it's R. Kelly's in every community. So, yes, we need to speak up about this loudly to set a cultural standard that we won't stand for this.
But it's about R. Kelly, too, because he needs to go to jail. He needs to pay. There's a lot of victims out there that need some healing, and they want Revenge.
He's just an entry point to a broader conversation.
He's very cocky about having gotten away with it, too.
Absolutely. Need to lock his ass up. And then we need to start catching on everybody who's dating
That's what I'm saying.
sexually molesting these young girls.
This is an entry point to a broader conversation. Stuff like this has been happening in every community, especially in the black community, for a long time, and we don't talk about it. Your uncle might be R. Kelly.
All right, well, Michael Jackson, there's the Leaving Neverland documentary, and that's going to premiere at the Sundance Film Festival this year. And in that documentary, it reportedly accuses Michael of sexually abusing 2 young boys.
You knew this was coming.
Michael Jackson's estate is saying that those allegations are basically an attempt to exploit Michael when it premieres at Sundance. They said this is yet another lurid production in an outrageous and pathetic attempt to exploit and cash in on Michael Jackson. It's another rehash of dated and discredited allegations. According to his estate, they said it's baffling why any credible filmmaker would involve himself with this project.
Oh, the answer to that is easy. I mean, this is still business at the end of the day. And that R. Kelly doc was great for business. And, this might end up being a new lane. And they're going to target people like the Michael Jacksons because they know all the noise that these documentaries make on social media. They're good for ratings. I mean, this is still the TV business and the film business at the end of the day.
And I'm not mad if it's as detailed as R. Kelly's story. If it's as detailed and they have the proof and they have the evidence with anybody that they do a documentary on. That R. Kelly, they had people in the R. Kelly's camp talking about what they did wrong. You know what I mean? If they have it that detailed and that much proof, then I'm all for it. Anybody.
Y'all gonna keep that same energy with Michael Jackson?
If it's the detailed and he did the same thing, yeah, why not?
All right, now Wendy Williams, we thought she was going to be back on the air on Monday. Well, she has postponed for a second time when she's going to return to her show. Now she says a panel will host in her absence. She has to take some more time off.
Who's that?
Wendy Williams.
Who's going to host?
A panel.
Oh, a panel.
Yeah, a panel. So I guess now it's coming back on the 21st. So that's the plan right now, according to the Jasmine brand. Okay, I'm Angela.
To the Jasmine brand.
Yes. I'm Angela.
Oh, no, real quick. If I'm not mistaken, I think the 2 people that Michael Jackson's documentary is about, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I thought that they pled under oath that none of the stuff that they said Michael did was true.
Correct.
That was Wade Robeson and James Safechuck, yes.
Yeah,
they did testify under oath that Michael never did anything inappropriate toward them, and they said it's unclear who is the focus of the documentary, but that's who the estate believes are the 2 people.
As I said, if it's proof like this R. Kelly, like it's full proof evidence and all that, then I want to see any documentary. But if it's not, then I don't want to see it.
Yeah, but they already pled under oath that he didn't do anything. So can you really take their word seriously?
Not at all.
They pled under oath.
Then I don't want to see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This documentary right here.
But that's what the estate believes. We don't know for sure that that's the case.
Well, if it is those 2 individuals, then this is just a clear money grab. That's all.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
Charlamagne.
Yes.
Who are you giving that donkey to?
Well, since we're having a little discussion about Protect Our Women doing rumor report, let's talk about that. 4 after the hour. These are 2 cases of instant karma. 2 moments that can be used to teach one lesson, which is protect our women.
All right, we'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Charlamagne, say the gang, dunk it under Charlamagne.
You are
a donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate. I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat on.
Yeah, it's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, January 10th is a double donkey. And the reason I'm giving out this double donkey is because these are 2 moments that can be used to teach one lesson. And that one lesson is protect all women. Now, he is going to a man named August Williams, and a ha is going to an unidentified man who tried to rob Pollyanna Biana. Now, I often ask myself as a man, am I doing enough to protect women? That's a question that all men should ask themselves, because a lot of us have daughters, sisters, aunts, mothers, of course, and friends that are women that we care about. But we also must remember that other women are also someone's daughter, sister, aunt, mother, friends, etc., etc. Basically, it takes a village not just to raise a child, but to look after one another. Okay, if we all followed the golden rule, if we all treated each other the way we wanted to be treated, if all men treated all women the way we wanted people to treat the women in our life, then we would truly be making the ecosystem a better place, right? Now, I truly believe that whatever you don't know, The universe will teach you. And the universe can either learn you the easy way or the hard way. Well, these two men, August Williams and this other man whose name we don't have yet, learned the hard way. Let's start with August Williams. This happened in Charlotte, North Carolina, when August Williams attempted to kidnap a woman by forcing her into his car. Thank God this woman broke free. Not only did she break free, but she ran into a nearby establishment for help, and there was a group of men in this establishment who were ready, willing, and able to protect our women. Would you like to know what this establishment was? Would you like to know who these people are who came to this woman's aid? Let's go to WSOC 9 for the report, please.
Karate instructor who fought off a man who chased a woman into his karate school is speaking out for the first time about the chaos.
Said he was just punching at everything, from walls to cars to everything.
Man tried to force a woman into a car, and then she ran. They say he followed her into the karate school. Well, that's when police say the instructor confronted August Williams to keep his students safe. He also said because last night was traumatic for the young students who were there, his lesson for them tomorrow will be centered around what happened. Williams has been arrested.
Fatality. August Williams attempted to kidnap a woman. She got away and ran into a karate studio. Look at God.
No.
Okay. And this is just further proof that karma has no menu. You get served what you deserve. Can I get an amen? I said, can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Heathens. Now, let's move on to the
At
second
least he didn't run
teachable
into a
moment.
gun range.
That would have been bad, too.
That'd have been classic.
Why didn't he let the students practice on the guy, too? I guess you couldn't, though, because it's self-defense. So you could, you're right. Okay. Now let's move on to the second teachable moment. This one was in Rio de Janeiro, and this unidentified man, I keep calling him unidentified because we don't have his name. His name isn't in any of the news articles, but he's also unidentified because his face right now looks like he's getting an early start on a Halloween costume. This man looks like something out of Michael Jackson's Thriller video. This man looks like one of the whisperers from The Walking Dead. And trust me when I tell you, he earned every knot on his face. See, this man was waiting outside the apartment of a female UFC fighter named Pollyanna Viana, and he was threatening harm to her so he could rob her. And this happened. Let's go to ESPN for the report, please.
There is a young lady in Brazil, and her name's Pollyanna, and she's sitting on a bench, just minding her own business. She's looking at her cell phone like we all do. And while Pollyanna was sitting on that bench, there was a gentleman that went and sat down next to her, and he just kind of sat a little too close and made her a little uncomfortable, and Pollyanna just felt a certain way about it. So she took that cell phone, she started to put it in her pocket. It was at that moment when the gentleman sitting next to her gestured to something that was shaped like a gun in his pocket and demanded that she hand over the cell phone. Little did this man who attempted to rob Pollyanna know Pollyanna is a professional MMA artist that fights in the UFC. So Pollyanna stood up, punched him in the face, kicked him in the face, and put him in a choke lock, and then called the authorities and held him in the lock until the authorities came.
Fatality. Now you got a black eye for an iPhone. Okay. See, he thought he had an easy lick because she was a woman. All right. Some women are fragile as glass, but some women, in the case of Pollyanna, are fragile like bombs. So you got to be careful how you handle both, because one you might break, but one might break you. All right. By the way, this is one of my worst nightmares. Getting into a random fight with someone and they end up being an MMA fighter, and you end up in a rear naked chokehold on a random Tuesday. Okay. This story of Pollyanna Viana putting the beats on this man who attempted to rob her reminds me of a quote that they say, and by they I mean me. How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. How that UFC fighter reacts to you trying to rob them, well, that's your ass. All right, these are two examples of karma being both swift and hilarious. And nothing I love more than instant karma. And if you don't believe in karma, these two stories should change your mind. I ask myself often, am I doing enough to protect our women? Yes, but I need to do a lot more. But clearly, what we won't do as men, the universe will. Please give August Williams and the unidentified man who tried to rob Pollyanna the biggest hee-haw.
All right.
There you have it.
Also a great reason
I love it.
let your daughter get some self-defense classes as well.
Absolutely. My kid's in karate, taekwondo, ich ni san shi go raka ichi achikuju.
Might be time to get back into boxing again.
What the hell did you just say?
I counted to 10, I believe.
You believe.
No, you believe.
I think
now
so.
you don't even know what you did for
you
real.
might have just insulted the whole Asian community.
No, but I took taekwondo, and I remember being like, ich, ni,
listen,
son,
we don't need you to believe in me. We don't need you to believe. Stop it. Stop it.
It sounded like you said itch twice.
First of all,
itchy, and then you said itchy knee.
Okay.
I want to apologize to the Asian community because I don't know if Envy's offending y'all or
I'm
not.
not.
Right
That's
okay.
No, forget it.
Exactly.
Up next is
we don't
Ask
need you to believe.
Yee. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can ask Yee right now. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hey, Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hey, my name is. Oh, I'm not gonna say my name because I don't want nobody.
You're anonymous.
Okay, I have a man, and he has a 20-year-old, a 17-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
Okay.
But I don't have any kids.
Okay.
My man, like every day, he doesn't call me and say how your day doing or did you eat or anything like that. But he calls his daughter, which is acceptable. I don't mind him doing that. I'm not jealous or anything like that. But he calls his daughter and he makes sure, okay, did you eat today or what did you do? This and that. But is it wrong for me to think like, okay, why can't he do that for me?
So you want him to treat you like his daughter?
No, I don't want him to treat me like his daughter. What I want him to do is I want some of the attention that I'm not saying I want the attention that he's giving his daughter, but I'm saying that as a woman, shouldn't he ask me how my day is going and stuff like that too? Like, I understand that's his daughter. He got to make sure that his daughter is okay. But how about me? Because it seems like the attention always just to her, but
well, it sounds like he has 4 kids and a lot going on that he has to check up on, and you don't have any kids and your attention's always on him, but his attention is more divided because he has a lot more things to be concerned about and a lot more people.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Do you call him and check on him and ask how he's doing?
Yes, all the time. I text him at work and make sure he's okay and stuff like that. But he doesn't seem to like get the drift to do it with me. I don't know if it's because I don't ask for it or if I don't.
Why don't you ask for it?
I don't know, because I feel like he's hard-headed. Like he don't listen.
Well,
and if I ask for it, it won't make no sense.
Well, Miss Anonymous, why would you talk yourself out of something that you haven't even tried yet? This is what you do. And it's all about how you ask for things, too, and how we communicate with each other. So if you say it in a way like, you know what I love? I love when you call me and check on me, and I appreciate that. That's why I always call and check on you, baby.
Yeah, you're right. I should be more engaged. Yeah, I should do things like that.
Give him the opportunity to do what you want him to do instead of saying to yourself, oh, he not going to do it anyway. He don't want to do this. Why he don't treat me like this? Well, you got to show people how to treat you sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I never thought of it like that. I just thought of, because I'm more quiet than to push. As a matter of fact, I'm more of a man coming on to me than me coming on to a man.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So that's how I am.
Well, he's a little older, so he's probably not playing those games with you. But go ahead and let him know what you want and do it in a nice way, and perhaps he'll do it, and then you guys will be a whole lot happier.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you very much for the advice.
Thank you. I appreciate you for calling and checking in on me, boo.
All right, I will. Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, good luck.
Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, hit Yee now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, it's time. We're in the middle of Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Cece from Brooklyn.
Hey, what's your question for Yee?
Okay, Yee. So me and my fiance, we've been engaged for a year and together for a year and a half, and our sex life is trash.
Oh.
We've tried toys, we've tried going to a sex therapist, everything, and it's so boring. Like, what else can we do?
Well, so explain trash. Like, what's trash about it? Is it his equipment?
Like,
is it?
I'm not attracted to him like that. Like,
so
anymore.
why are you guys getting married?
Because I love him. He's a great guy. You don't give up the 80 for the 20.
Okay,
so I'm trying to fix the sex.
You love his personality, but you're not attracted to him.
I'm not sexually
So how can sex be good with somebody you're not attracted to?
Because it used to be in the beginning, so I don't understand what happened or how we could get it back.
Well, what changed?
Time, I guess. Just living together. Once we moved in, our sex life declined.
And y'all both look the same. Everything else is the same. He's still
everything is the
a
same.
Powerful man to you.
Yes.
And you're just bored. I just want to say this. I understand what you're saying is that, settling down doesn't have to mean settling.
Right.
Could you forever, for the rest of your life, be with somebody that you're not sexually attracted to?
No, but
you called your sex life trash.
I wouldn't give up a really great guy, though, because of one aspect of the relationship. So I'm trying to see if there's any other way.
It seems like it's really affecting you, though.
It is.
sometimes you have to respond to what your needs are and be a little selfish and stop trying to talk yourself into something that's good on paper. It might be time for you to just, and I'm not saying y'all have to break up, but maybe it is time for you to spend some time without him so you can figure it out, because marriage is a huge deal and you shouldn't go into it already with an issue like that. So
Okay,
maybe it is, you said since y'all moved in together, maybe it is time for you to like just spend some time apart, and that's how you guys will reconnect.
Okay, I'll try that. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. If you got a question for Yee, you could call at any time. Now we got rumors on the way.
I'm sorry, but imagine being with somebody who you just don't like having sex with at all, and you said it's trash. Could you do it?
Nope.
I think it's important. I don't think it's everything, but I think you do have to be attracted to somebody.
I guess that's when you got to have an open relationship like Ronnie DeVoe and
Shamari.
his wife, Shamari.
And they said they wouldn't recommend that to anybody.
Well, that's probably because Dave's sex life popping, though. But if your sex life trash, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's talk about the iHeartRadio Music Award nominations. You know, those are coming up, and we'll tell you who is leading the pack.
All right, we'll get into all that next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to these rumors. Let's talk the iHeartRadio Music Awards.
It's time. She's spilling the tea. This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, let's talk about the iHeartRadio Music Award nominations. Now, Cardi is up for more than a dozen trophies, so congratulations to her.
Shout out to Cardi.
Invasion of privacy deserves it.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. You guys can also vote. You can check out the nominees and vote as well. Go to iHeartRadio.com/awards to start that voting process.
And trust me, there's somebody out there right now that's slow, that's saying, how's she up for all these awards and she ain't putting no music out yet this year?
Oh, like they don't know it's from last year?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see what you guys think about some of these nominations. What is the hip-hop song of the year? All right. Is it Drake with God's Plan? Is it Cardi B, I Like It, Drake in My Feelings, Drake Nice for What, or Post Malone featuring Ty Dolla $ign Psycho?
Lil Duval Smile Bitch, and I can't believe Lil Duval Smile Bitch is not nominated. I heart y'all are slacking.
Well, which out of those would you say is the number one hip-hop song of the year?
None of them. I told you what the hip-hop song of the year was. Actually, the hip-hop song of the year would be Travis Scott and Drake's Sicko Mode.
All right.
But iHeart is probably basing it off Airplay.
Now, for Hip-Hop Artist of the Year, who do you have? Cardi B, Drake, Kendrick, Post Malone, or Travis Scott?
Gotta go between Drake and Cardi to me.
I'm picking Barty all day.
All right. Well, make sure you guys go ahead and vote.
Who's this Post guy you keep talking about? What songs does he sing?
I like Post Malone songs. I'm not gonna.
Post Malone. Okay.
Shut up.
Yes, stop it.
Crazy.
He's already going through things and doesn't want to be picked on in the new year. You know. All right, now let's discuss potential movie that you might want to see. I know you guys are going to be scared about this, but Amazon did greenlight a Jordan Peele produced documentary series. Guess who it's on?
Who?
Lorena Bobbitt. If you don't remember who she is, well, here's a little snippet for you.
This was a modern love story. Boy meets girl. Boy falls in love with girl. Boy marries girl. Girl cuts off boy's penis.
What did he do to make her do something like that?
That was a
snippet.
Stupid.
Listen, Jordan, that's what he sent it out. He sent out big old scissors for the Us promo. What you gonna send out for Lorena Bobbitt promo, Jordan Peele?
Those same scissors.
The same scissors.
Yeah, he sent us big golden scissors for the Us.
But
I thought they were rusty.
Movie.
This should be very interesting because there was so much media coverage at the time. They're going to have some clips of new interviews that touch on the alleged abuse that she suffered within the relationship, the trial, and how it still impacts media today, and how she was discussed in the media. So, should be, I think, really interesting.
I think these people are doing documentaries on things that they know would have gone super viral back in the day. Like if there was social media around when Lorena Bobbitt cut off that dude's penis, it would have been everywhere. So I think they're just going back just to see how Twitter reacts to this stuff.
All right, now, I know y'all want to hear about this. Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King, they're talking about what it is that they do. They give some dating advice on how to keep things spicy in the bedroom.
I would say
you do costumes.
Once I tried.
You play nurse and he plays bad doctor.
No.
Okay.
Once I tried this. This is so many years ago, and I got the whole negligee thing, and I'm standing at the stairs when he comes in, and he literally comes in. Stedman walks right past me and says, "What are you doing?"
I got one better. Wrap myself up with Saran wrap.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Put on the trench coat. He came on with ta-da. He went, "What is that?" So that's not good for your ego.
So I would say, ask him what would be spicy.
I can totally understand why you would walk by your girl if she was wrapped in Saran wrap and say, "What is that?"
Like you wasted the whole roll of Saran wrap.
It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the fact you're covered in Saran wrap.
Because first of all, I'm always running out of Saran wrap at home, and I would be so mad.
Why Saran wrap?
Why is that sexy? Like, what happens after you're wrapped in Saran wrap? Do I bake you? Like, what do I do to you? What?
Cut a little hole.
Cut a little hole.
So you can breathe.
Oh.
What were you thinking of?
I was trying to figure this out. I'm like, cut a little hole.
Like, where are you cutting a hole? I was curious.
I was trying to figure out why that would be pleasurable. So she's covered in Saran wrap. I cut a hole in the vagina.
I don't know. That's
it is a weird thing. I don't know what the.
Why not just be naked under the trench coat? Why Saran wrap?
Yeah, that would be like humping your grandma's couch that had the plastic on it when you was growing up, and the couch. You know, everybody had that grandma house you go to, and she don't want you to sit on this furniture, so she had plastic all over it. That's like humping that.
Look,
if you're
now,
covered in Saran wrap.
I'm looking on glamour.com, and they said this is a nice kinky sex move that he'll love if you wrap your man up in Saran wrap. And she said, I cut holes to let his nipples out, and the sensation was amazing when I rubbed my fingers across his skin. Plus, when the Saran wrap was peeled off, his skin was ultra sensitive.
Well, at least it's not aluminum foil. It could have been aluminum foil.
So you guys should try that. Wrap him up like a mummy.
Nah,
I'm cool on that.
I'll pass.
That's just a waste of Saran wrap. How are you going to be telling people to go green and recycle and all kind of stuff, but you just wasting Saran wrap, wrapping your body all in it?
Yeah. I'm sure some people have tried it out, so if you have, tweet me and I'll retweet you.
Drop on the clues bombs for Gayle King. No, Gayle fine. Don't let nobody tell you different.
And Oprah.
Oprah fine too, but Gayle fine.
All right. Now, Shaq was discussing what really touched him about making him feel like he should pay for Jasmine Barnes' funeral. Now, he's not the only one who made sure that everything got taken care of. And we've been talking about Jasmine Barnes a lot during Front Page News, a 7-year-old who was killed in a shooting that they feel like was a mistaken identity. Here's what he had to say about why he felt like he wanted to make sure that he actually contributed.
The pain that the mom had to go through, and I saw at the end that they were raising money for the funeral, and, you know, with something that terrible to have happened, I don't want people to have to worry about trying to raise a few thousand to pay for a funeral. So I'm always in Houston. I've been living in Houston for 20 years, so I just thought it was the right thing to do.
All right.
Dropping the clues bombs for Shaq, damn it.
Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report.
Saran wrap costs $26.28.
Where?
You must be thinking about doing it. Why'd you look at the price?
Saran wrap does not cost that much.
Why'd you look at the price?
I Googled Saran wrap, and that's the first thing. Amazon.com, Saran premium wrap, 100 square foot rolls, pack of 12.
Oh, you about to have some fun tonight.
$26.28.
I see you. You about to have some fun tonight, all right?
Hell no, I'm not. That's rich. First of all, that's rich people problems. $26.28 for some Saran wrap? Absolutely not. That can't be right.
My goodness.
Is that right?
I don't know.
That's not right. Saran wrap is not that expensive.
All right.
I don't know what Saran wrap. Maybe you're looking at some industrial size.
Okay, on CVS it says $2.99.
Yeah, what were you looking at?
I don't know where you
for
were
100
getting
square
ripped
feet.
off.
That was on Amazon. Jeff Bezos must be jacking everything up because he know he about to lose half his fortune.
My goodness. All right. Well, Revolt, we'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else, the People's Choice Mix is up next. It's the Breakfast Club.